Well, hello everybody, it's great to see you. It's the Monday Club's Big Tuesday outing. The final few minutes of 2024 draw to a close as the teapot of time drains out the inevitability of tea. Then we are ready to see in 2025. Let's hope it's a great year. And of course, if you were here for the Monday Club yesterday, we did announce this stream. Now, there's going to be a bunch of people shifting on over from Gamehammer Classic Gaming. For once, we're actually coming after Gamehammer Classic Gaming. So we've got Ham Shackleton, Alec Denholm, Rick Morley, JTG, Werewolf, Ham Shackleton, Ruben Ashwell, Richard Knowles, Chris McDonald, Rick Morley, Mike Lane, TT120. Here at 10 with my red wine. Well, I've got suitably disguised, because YouTube is a pretty little shit. I've got some Prosecco, Hillside Junction, Tim Davis, the London Cheesehead. Would you like to see my head? It's full of cheese. Ruben Ashwell, TARDIS in the sheds, just like, yes. Okay, yeah, I didn't move it, I know. So I'll leave that there for the Doctor to move as and when. Chris S. Zantex says, hi y'all, I was racing to a volcano to get here. Welcome to my volcano lair. Darren J. Mould says, Darren B. Central, hi all. Flymo Chairman 1 says, I've not got the bottle out yet. Yeah, you're like me. There's something just trying to appear on screen. I have a feeling what it is saying, or will do eventually, the network traffic is just completely overwhelming at the moment. Yes, Valley's 56XX. $1 million. Inflation's been a cruel mistress. Andy Fryer's Junction, Iron Horse Rose, warning, I'm like 40% drunk. From what I've been seeing, you, Richard Brighton and Andy Fryer's Junction are one small glass of Jim Beam away from waking up in a skip with traffic cones on your head. So get out the bottle of Jim Beam and be prepared to beam yourself up. So charge your glasses, ready. We've got barely 2 hours left until the end of 2024. So we're back in Wareyard in the railway room. And looking around, for those that really want to know, I didn't tell anybody last night, but I have changed a few things. So, we have got the Hellion Gresley 02, which contrary to a clickbaity review that was out there that trash talked it, and then had loads of people saying, oh, because you didn't trash talk it, you must be a shill. Actually, no, it's running fine. Still going strong. Really good hauler. I don't know what they fill these models with. Depleted uranium, perhaps. They are very heavy. I've also got a Daypole Class 73 in wraparound full yellow end intercity livery. I've also got Eagle, one of the 08 shunters that was very kindly, sent into the channel. I think, don't smack me down in flames if I get the person wrong. There's so many people who've generously sent stuff. I think it was 3B Rail sent Eagle in, but certainly whoever did. Richard Brighton says, P.S. if I visit on Monday, shall I bring trains? If you wish. If you wish, you may also bring trains. So yes, of course, we mentioned this before. Richard Brighton from DCC Concepts will be in the loft next Monday, so something to look forward to. It's the first time we've actually had him here in person. He has been on the stream when we've been out and about. I see we've got James Petts. I do approve of that. Great to see you. Flymo Chairman 1 says 10 p.m. here, 2 hours to midnight. Yes, I'm in the same time zone as you. So for those of you who have already experienced New Year, I'm thinking in particular there'll be people Europe, and as you go to the right, so heading out towards Australia and New Zealand, greetings from the past. Our ways may seem quaint to you. And also for people who are watching from the US, you get a sneak peek of what 2025 is like. Iron Horse Rose says squeezing into the top hatch. No, well, Yes, okay. I feel the ghost of Kenneth Williams going, oh, matron. Syrup Pudding Junction, big hello to you. Rick Morley, Richard Brighton is screaming Craig's name. He does that a lot. Craig! Oh, Craig! Anaya Oriti says, I'm green on video. Yes, that would be this camera is not the greatest. I can hear the sounds of Cupboard Monkey getting frisky downstairs. Iron Horse Railway says he's been screaming it all night. Yes, I know. We've got Warbler Productions in there somewhere. I can see people saying hello. Dinmore Junction Model Railway says Happy New Year. Hyleton of Proper Chuffed. Great to see you. Hope you're well. RG Models 86 says I've got the champagne ready for tonight. I did think about champagne, but as it's just going to be me drinking it, I thought I can't quaff an entire bottle of champagne on the stream, so I'm just going to go with Prosecco. A really, really nice bottle. Can I just say, I'm going to show this in a way that YouTube doesn't go, oh, alcohol, quick, let's cut away to an advert that makes out that betting's really cool and doesn't shaft your entire life. This bottle is really quite amazing. It's got almost like this kind of quilted effect. It's really quite interesting. And that was a gift from my lovely older sister, who is, I think it was my older sister. I'm going to get wronged now because it might have been my younger sister. I think it was from my older sister. But yes, right. Now, Richard Brighton, just come on now, behave yourself. Remember, if you have too much more to drink, you're going to wake up in that skip with a traffic cone on your head. Knockers Lane says, Jenny, looks like you have the yellow fever. Yes, I've gone a bit jaundiced. So, Richard Brighton, stop it, shaft. So, who is the man? You're the man with the most shaft. Sorry, as you probably gathered by now, you're not a stranger to this channel. I can't sing things at all. Tone deaf. In my head, the tune plays perfectly. Mouth is not on the same page. Flymer Chamberlain says, I'm all right, thanks for asking. We've also got Southern Train Girl, I believe. PN Motorsports Games and Trains says, well, my drink will just be a can of Coke because I can't have alcohol anymore. Yeah, I know a lot of people go teetotal for whatever reason. The Cupboard Monkey doesn't drink alcohol. I must admit, I don't, careful now, Snuggles.
Ow. I get into enough trouble without drinking.
Yeah, now everybody knows I call you Snuggles. Sorry, Force of Habit's my pet name for the monkey. Dave Holloway says, not a good night if you don't wake up with a traffic cone. Traffic cone? It's where I got the traffic warden's hat and the sock suspenders is what I want to know.
Good evening, everyone. I've now jumped over.
People are complaining that I look rather jaundiced, so I don't know if that could be changed.
Yes, it can.
James Pett says Snuggles. That's rather sweet. I do. Obviously, I'm so used to calling her that occasionally it slips out in public, and I'm suddenly very mindful that we're like talking to the builder. And say, "What do you think, Snuggles?" And it's like. So there we go. Haunted Railway Jake says, "Oh, hospital getting your belly pumped." Ooh. Yeah, it's that hasn't happened for a while. Iron Horse Railways is snoozing apparently, so be out there pantsless and everything. PN Motorsports Games and Trains says, I don't because the meds I'm on. Oh, that's like you, isn't it? Yeah. Only alcohol-free stuff. Copperberg free is rather nice though, as is Guinness alcohol free. That's
alcohol free Guinness. It's still purple. I don't know what's going. This year we're getting.
Yeah, this year we're getting a new camera. It may well be that the camera is on its way out. It is the same camera that all of the trade. So if I wait, give me the TARDIS.
Give me 1 second. Right, we're on back rear yard.
Well, go and hold the TARDIS in front of that. Is it? See, that's the right colour.
Yeah.
So it is just the camera.
Same cameras. Same style of camera.
Yeah, exactly the same make and model of camera. Don't know what's going on. Jenny has nothing purple, says Richard Bright. Yeah, I do. I've got Deputy Police Chief Wiggum, the A4, Walter K. Wiggum. Right, Dan, it's the camera sensor that's gone on it.
Yeah, probably.
Not
much we can do about that, except roll VT.
Whoa, right, oh yeah, we got an intro.
Welcome to the Monday Club, your online model rail club for all the news, gossip, layout tours and more with your host, broadcaster and model maker, Jennifer Kirk.
The Monday Club is proudly sponsored by TMC, the Model Centre. Check them out at themodelcentre.com. The website features extensive stocks of new models as well as selective pre-owned items where you can track down that bargain you've always wanted. Pre-order with confidence all of the forthcoming models from all the manufacturers. TMC also offer a renumbering and renaming service so you can get the exact identity of locomotive that you want. Why not also check out their value weathering or go for something incredibly special with their bespoke service where you can choose from a more extensive weathered look right through to custom graffiti either off the peg or to a design of your choice. Check out TMC today at themodelcentre.com and start your model journey. So there we are.
Welcome back.
Look who's back. Oh, and we've got Topsy, by the way.
No, that's Gronksy.
So we've got Gronksy, by the way. So Gronksy's really excited. Look, his googly eyes are going like the clappers. So he's here because Topsy was here yesterday, so they're taking it in turns. Wait, what are you laughing at?
I'm just laughing at some of the stuff that's come up in the chat. Oh my goodness.
What's come up in the chat?
Dave Holloway says, I won't be raising a glass at midnight tonight. I'll be raising my left leg. I want to start the new year on a right foot. I don't know why I did it in that voice.
Maybe the Tumble of Clowns could add in the trombone sound that goes with that. Right, anyway, rampant. Yes, Cleckheaton Central, I picked up on that. Rampant. So Richard Brighton is henceforth known as Mr. Rampant.
But when Richard Brighton arrives for the stream on Monday, will he still be hungover?
I believe that his descendants will be hungover for all time. So basically, there's a whole bunch of people here who are going to be starting 2025 with a hangover. So basically...
Stars, you mean to go on?
So basically, they're going to spend the entirety of 2025 until tomorrow drunk.
Yeah.
Yes, the bright, rampant one, Inos Railways, yes. Greetings, Retro Rambles. Great to see you. Flymo Chairman 1 says, hashtag not a cult, hashtag for legal reasons. Yes, I was trying to hang with the cool kids. Now,
what have you done?
A little top tip for you. If you're in a chat group with people who are absolutely caning the Baileys and the whiskey and stuff, and they all start buying Hornby Peckets, then don't get sucked in and feel that you have to
get sucked off.
No, careful now. Richard Brighton was in that group. But no, I was trying to hang with the cool kids, and I'm buying a new Gronk.
Guess
so there will be a new Gronk here. Yes, I know, I've already got plenty. But it was Intercity. It was the new Intercity one from Hornby. I've got to have some of that Intercity action. Mike Lane TT120 says, it's the only time all year I've had a proper drink. Richard Brighton is now screaming your name. Zoe!
Oh, matron.
Oh, Mike Lane TT120. Yes, 19 Crimes is a very good red wine. You're nodding at me with the yes. Hurry up!
I don't know why I was nodding.
She had that face on that sort of yes. Hurry up and say it so we can move on.
I need to do one thing though.
What?
Because we all know that later on people will be too
drunk,
too merry, shall we say, to
drunk.
Remember this. So we're going to send out our New Year's greetings to the Facebook group early. So hello.
It's my foot. Careful, you. Oh, look at this. She comes up and she starts destroying the place.
We're coming round the mountain when we come.
Iron Horse Railways. Behave yourself. Mm-hmm.
So
I know it's difficult.
Oh, behave.
Oh, behave.
So let's do this.
Right. So what are we doing?
We're going to do a quick message.
Apparently, we're
recording while we're on live.
Okay. So, hello everybody. We're actually live at the moment, but we're going to record I nearly said Christmas, a New Year's message.
Because we all know that by the end of the evening we'll have forgotten, or people will be too merry to do it. So,
Mary. Richard Brighton, you settle down there at the back. It's not big and it's not clever.
Happy New Year to everyone in the Monday Club. Thank you so much for your continued support over the last year. We hope to make 2025 a very good one for you.
Absolutely. You take care.
There we go.
Right, there we are. Job done. Right, come on.
So, in a few minutes, you'll see that.
Yeah, and you can say, I was there.
I was there when that happened.
TT120 says you could be sponsored by Bells. Ah, yeah. Then we could have an area of the layout, just like a little dingly dell, and we can name it Bell's End. Bell End. Right. Anyway, Ruben Ashwell says brilliant to be here as always. Thank you. It's always good to have you guys in. It's big and it's got a PhD. Says Iron Horse Railways repeatedly. Now his finger hurts.
A pretty huge duck.
So anyway, we're here to see in the new year. We've blown like 18 minutes already. I haven't done anything.
That's what happens.
Richard Brighton, are you eating cheap Walls lollipops and reading the stick? What did the mother cow say to the baby cow at midnight? It's past your bedtime.
That is terrible, and I approve.
Do you think when they write jokes, they go, oh, sorry, that's too good to go on a lollipop stick or a Christmas cracker? Right. So, a big hello, Maura King is in. And just in case, where's my... Oh, there we are. I've got my patented Gandalf product. So, Gandalf, there's some... there we go. Yeah. Yes.
Hey, my Tuesday clubber is never late to no wagons. No, what's going on? What? This is the wrong day. A Monday clubber, even on a Tuesday, is never late to the wagons, nor are they early. They arrive precisely when they mean to. Hello, Gronksy, how are you doing? Hello there. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year.
So there we go. So, thank you, Gandalf. You can go back to sleep for a bit now. So DJ K666 says, hi everyone, we're dancing in the kitchen to really cheesy music. It's a lot. You got to have Dancing Queen at some point. Mike Lane TT120 said, speed those trains, they derail if you're not careful. I've not had any alcohol yet.
I need to do one thing before we go any further. You have a gift here. To Jenny, best wishes from Sue and Mike at Podham Junction. You are not allowed to open this until the 1st of January.
If it's a boxing glove on a spring, I'll be...
If it's a boxing glove on a spring, I'll be really, really happy.
So, thank you so much for this. I saw these. They were... Zoe had placed them on top of the record player in our lounge. And I was like, has somebody posted us LPs? That's a bit retro.
No,
so there we go. Southern Train Girls, some are going to have a really bad hangover in the morning. I think a lot of people are. You turn that down.
I'm trying to send it and it just decided to play it. Ugh.
Miller Watson, evening all. Nice to see the AED out on the departmental stock. Yes, it's got HM7000 sound decoder and stay alives in, and the Daypol Class 73s have garbage pickups, absolutely garbage. So really, they're unusable unless you fit them with a stay alive on DCC. And they're, even then, when you first start them off, they stutter like anything until the stay alive is charged. Now, what's interesting is the cab lights appear to be completely independent to any other lights. You cannot turn them on or off. They're just always on. But they flicker when it loses power. So you can actually see just how badly the pickups pick up on them. Yeah, Fly Mode Chairman 1, the secret the hair of the dog, keep a glass for the morning. All you're doing is staving off the hangover. And it just gets worse and worse. Mura King says, listening to records on a record player while running trains is superb. I don't actually have a stereo up here.
You want one? You've been talking about it for years.
I've got some powered speakers, so when I do my editing and stuff, I can actually listen to stuff. But normally I've got headphones in. But I did really want to put a proper sound system up here. We've got one in our library, and we've got one in our lounge. In fact, from my DJing days, many decades ago now, my mixing desk is actually in a box underneath here. It's not been used in a very long time. But my two turntables ended up just getting plugged to two different stereos. I got old. Andy Fryers, yeah, I know. Andy Fryers Junction says, I've got two Class 73s, both fitted with coastal DCC sound, no stay alive, and they run great, no issues. They are EWS and Network Rail. I've got a Rail Blue one, and I've got the one you see going round, and they both are jittery as anything. Although I think they're both from the first batch. Daypol may have improved later ones. 3B Rail says, just keep drinking through your hangover, then it never takes effect. Yeah. Southern Train Girl says, I've never had a hangover. My mum made me drink a whole jug of water before going to bed after being on the Raz. Yes, that was always the trick.
2 tablets of vitamin B complex.
Yeah, I told you that. Vitamin B complex. I was told this, actually. I went to a party back in my early 20s. I went to a party with some friends from university. We travelled down to Nottingham, and it was with some people they knew who were trainee doctors. And we had this great big night on the Raz. There was loads of us there. People were getting absolutely and utterly gazeboed. And at the end of the night, one of the trainee doctors, she came round with a big tub of vitamin B complex. Like, take 2 of these, take 2 of these, take 2 of these. And we're just all told, your pee will come out luminous yellow in the morning, but you won't have a hangover. And you know what? It was absolutely true. The only person who had a hangover was the one person who passed out early, didn't get the tablets, woke up in the morning absolutely banging head, and we were all perfectly fine. And they were like, how do you do it? And it's like vitamin B complex. Totally trousered, Richard Brighton. Yes, you are. Alec Denholm says, my Daypol 73 was a second batch. It's flawless for what's that's worth. Yeah, Maura King says, chips, great cure for hangovers. Oh, chips and Donomy. Oh.
What is it like?
Yeah. Iron Horse Railway says, I've just realised we've nothing in for breakfast. Yeah, because you had the munchies, and you went raiding the freezer, and you ate everything, including the ice cream Mars bars that you found. RG Models 86 says, a bacon sandwich is a great cure for hangover, unless you're a vegetarian. I don't know, what do vegetarians have in the morning? Fried egg sandwiches. Fried egg sandwiches. Richard Brighton says, now I want a doner kebab and chips. Yeah, now we know you're drunk. Absolutely sideboarded, says Richard Brighton. Yes, you are. Iron Horse Railway says, do we have eggs? Oh, that could be risky. Could be risky. Right. Let's try. Let's change the angle of the dangle
for the brew that is true.
So we had the predictions last night as to what we thought might be coming in 2025. The Z-Class, the Mansell Z-Class does come up a lot. I do feel that the Mansell Z-Class is high up there. I didn't even have it on my original list, but yeah, I'm completely with you on that. Yeah, Southern Triangle says, thanks, Jenny. Now fancy meat and chips. My work here is done. Yes, Retro Rambles, that goes without saying that there will be price hikes in 2025. I'm not sure how much further is sustainable.
That's the thing. We are getting to the point where they're going to have to start saying, look, we can't get it any higher or people won't buy it.
Yeah, and what we've already seen is that there's huge numbers of sales. You can't move without an email about some kind of flash sale on something, or 24-hour sale, Christmas sale, Boxing Day sale. Alec Denhoff says, why do vegetarians eat eggs? That's a bit opportunistic, isn't it? Quick, it's not a chicken yet. Oh, hey, you just wait until you get onto the religious people. It's like you can't eat meat on was it Friday?
You can't, wasn't it? You couldn't eat fish on a Friday. Now you have to, or something like that.
No. It's like you can't eat meat on a Friday. Well, are eggs okay? Yeah. Eggs are fine. Oh, so you're saying that the thing is not a thing until it's a thing?
Here's a better one for you.
How's your stance coming along on abortion?
It's 11:59 on a Thursday. I can have a bite. But at midnight, a minute later, you can't.
Oh, but you're still allowed to swallow.
Brinkmanship. That's the thing.
Yeah, but are you? Any religion? Are you allowed to swallow if you've had the meat just it's still in your mouth, not swallowed it?
Oh my goodness! The meat's in your mouth. Are you allowed to swallow? Jen, we're just past the watershed.
Yes, right. Right now, the YouTube algorithm is going.
Technically, we can allow it, but don't push it.
Richard Brighton, yeah, you scream my name. Scream my name. Where are the A4s? Says Mike Lane TT120. And I've got a shelf with, I think it's 29. I think we're up to 28. I think it's 20. No, it's 29. Sarah Davis says you would have to spit. And yeah, Richard Noll says the hypocrisy of Bible bonkers in a nutshell. Yes, it's like abortion is bad, but I can eat eggs on a Friday. Yes, but not chicken. No. So the thing's not a thing until it's born. Then we'll be right back.
From a legal standpoint, you can allow things in one law and not allow them in another.
Yeah.
What are we on?
One on the tram. Which one would I put it on?
What's wrong? Put my tram on.
No, I'm not putting your tram on. It won't pull anything, so I've got to take everything off. Right, anyway, come on, behave yourself.
I've never behaved myself yet. You want me to start now? Ugh.
Yeah, something like
Terrible,
that.
Isn't it?
Yes, you are. You're a horrible person. Right, I'm going to... I don't normally do this. We don't normally do requests, but... there we are. Sparrowhawk. I'm going to wait for... Let's see...
Retro Ramble says, can you put a Class 56 on? Do you have a Class 56?
I do.
You have one of everything, don't you?
Pretty much. I don't have a Class 58. Anyway, talk to the nice people.
Everyone's saying she's taking everything off. Take it off. Take it off.
Stop it.
Oh my goodness.
Right, let me just see. Right.
Iron Horse is upset.
Why? What's he doing?
No bacon, no eggs, no sausage, no breakfast tomorrow. How will you cope?
Oh, hashtag first world problems.
Please have a proper breakfast. Have some cereal.
Oh, shut up, Mum.
Get yourself some fried milk.
I don't think you can fry milk. That's
the joke, Jen.
Right, I don't normally do this.
No,
but as it's New Year, I'll do it just the once. Oh, no.
He's got no milk either. Oh my goodness. Pour some milk over some MDF. Pretended to eat a fix.
For some reason, the ABC is not working properly, and
A, B, C, D, E, F.
And I've got some kind of. There we go. Right.
Is it working?
60, 18. Right. This is why we don't change stuff.
Because you don't know what you're doing.
So okay, 60, 18.
James Pett says the ABC's not working. You need to buy more alphabet soup.
Yes, the problem is that basically it's got a whole can of with your name on. Right.
Hey, it's all for me.
Talk to the nice people.
I am. So what we got here? Retro Rambles read an article saying that pizza for breakfast is healthier than most cereals. Was this written by a P.I.Z. Put?
Would this be... his name's John. Goes by the name of Papa John.
Yeah. Yeah, it's old Papa Joe.
Or maybe it's some kind of mafia thing, you know, Pizza the Hut. Oh dear, right, gorgeous A4, absolutely, yeah. Sparrowhawk in experimental blue.
Yes.
I don't know why it's not really, they dabbled with different liveries. It's just British Rail. Early British Rail blue, not Rail blue, but British Railways blue, and it's slipping a bit actually. I don't know, a bit of a drag, but it's going to make it round. I think we've got subsidence or something.
Oh, we've got an interesting question here.
Oh yes.
What was New Junction doing in Rugby earlier? He would have been there on an away mission, wouldn't he?
He was at Tony's Trains in Rugby, which is his local model shop. Now, for those of you who look for suspicious activity at every turn, Tony's Trains in Rugby is his local model shop.
Oh.
Because I happen to know where New Junction lives, and it's only just up the road.
It's 123 Fake Street, Buttocks, yes. Kent.
No, Hinkley.
123 Fake Street, Buttocks, Kent.
Yes, right, anyway. Conrail 666 says from across the pond, USA, Illinois. Great to see you, hope you find you well. And if you're an avid consumer of what's neat this week with Sir Ken of Patterson, then do pass on our regards next time you're watching. So I know a lot of our US viewers are also avid watchers of the amazing Ken Patterson. Richard Brighton says he's my number one fan. Oh, but you can't be, because this is my number one fan. You could be my number two fan.
Oh.
Yeah, it's, that's an extractor fan. You have that to avoid embarrassing smells. So
I've never known you avoid embarrassing smells.
PN Motorsport Games and Trains has just realised I've got 11 of the 78 A1s and A3s. I just counted. You're not doing as bad as me. I've got 29 of the 35 A4. Sorry, I'm just pushing the loco back that's sort of peering off the edge of the shelf.
Jen, I'm gonna
do what?
I'm gonna make a statement, and I think it's an important statement to make.
Is it the one about where babies come from?
I am not going to buy any more trains this year.
And I thought this was like serious. Anyway, fix the screen.
Have you ever known me to be serious?
Oh, no. Sarah Davis says it's a Massey Ferguson fan. Yeah, ex-tractor fan. He used to be into Massey Ferguson, now he just sucks. Oh dear. Maura King says, Craig, if you've no food for breakfast, might be better to keep drinking and sleep through tomorrow. I suggest that you get a takeaway ordered in and make sure it's one you can reheat in the morning. Raymond Legg says, I made that resolution and ended up buying a Lima D8 first class coach and a Kidbury bridge.
Lima DB.
Yes. Iron Horse Railways says, does anyone know if Spa is open?
What, Leamington Spa?
Why don't you just Google it? Like, here, let me Google that for you. There probably are. I think places like the Co-op are open every day apart from Christmas Day.
Yeah.
So I think the Spa would
Knockers Lane says, I pinched his post from 10 minutes ago. I don't think I did. I nicked it from a Warhammer group where they said, I'm not going to paint any more miniatures till next year.
Iron Horse Railway says, I tried to Google it, but it didn't work. No, I think you'll find that the breathalyzer on your keyboard's kicking in and stopping you from... So, now then, come on now. Behave yourself.
Now then, time travelling.
It's the breathalyzer on your keyboard is an escapee from people who normally post on RM Web. They really do need one at times. It's like, come on now, turn the breathalyzer on your keyboard on.
No.
Yeah. Oh no, but I want to rant and rave online. We're surrounded by drunkards, says James Pett.
Sadly, yes.
Sadly, we are.
If you can't beat them, try harder.
Or join them. That's the top of my bottle of Prosecco. I've not actually opened it yet. So.
Oh, you're waiting for New Year, are you?
No, I'm waiting until I finish this drink.
Oh.
Yeah, don't get me started about RM Web, says Richard Brown. You and everybody else. George says, the Jenny Monday Club New Year's live stream. What joy! Absolutely. We're here to see in the new year. I know. It's one of the things we said. We're always here for you guys. We're here all through lockdown. We saw you all through, and we think it's important to have something like this on New Year's Eve. I think a lot of people maybe find themselves on their own for whatever reason. It's nice to have a bit of company through the celebration. Conrail's 666 says, what's that engine doing? Which one?
The one that goes back and forward?
Oh, there's some on an ABC shuttle, which basically means it goes from A to C, but in my case, it misses out B. It basically shuttles. It's a DCC shuttle, whereby you have little sections in the track that make the DCC signal asymmetric, and the decoder is set up to actually see that asymmetry between the left rail and the right rail, and it interprets that as a signal, in this case, to stop, wait, and then reverse direction. It's quite clever, actually. RG Models 86 says, I'm an outside observer of RM Web. I don't like what I saw. I think the problem is when you get a large amount of people in online groups, and this is
this is true of anywhere. Let's
not blame the people who run it. Unfortunately, you do always end up with some of those people, and I have every sympathy for people who have to run these places, because what do you do? Especially if they pay for premium membership, and you suddenly, we took money off them, and we can't exactly kick them off the site. So it's all very difficult. But yes, unfortunately. I think you see it on Facebook groups, you see it on internet forums, and it's not just model railways.
People who feel that their opinion must be heard, regardless of what it is. They've had it, therefore it must be heard.
Yes, Elon Musk.
Yes. What do you do with him? He bought the server.
So yes. It's like you try banning Elon Musk from the artist formerly known as Twitter. You can't do it because he owns it. Rick Morley says, I used to be part of Millweb, military vehicles, and had to come away in the end. Yeah.
Oh my goodness! Don't get me started on military stuff.
I think I've scaled right back my posting in online groups, partially because I just don't have time, but also I know what you mean. It's like after a while you think, I just got to take a step back.
Is it War Thunder? That's the one that is actually
all of its forums are a threat to national security.
Probably.
Because every time someone wants to prove that a vehicle or of some sort that they like or dislike needs to be either boosted or degraded in the game, they post classified military documents with the specs of the vehicle on them.
Yes, and then wonder why the FBI and the CIA are knocking at the door in a very unsympathetic way.
Everyone's outside.
Yeah.
The FBI, CIA, MFI,
Yes.
the NFL.
Yes, it's like, here, wear these bracelets.
CNA. Like, oh, how the hell did they get here?
I like that Richard Knowles says, Elon Musk, Lord of Edge Bros.
Yes.
Conrail666 says, who hates smoking motors? Yeah, when the magic smoke escapes, you know you've got a bit of a problem.
Yeah.
Although I have done videos in the past sometimes, not always, but sometimes, there's other reasons why the motors start to smoke. And I've actually found white spirit, cleaning out the motors and the commutators with the white spirit. I have actually revived motors before now. Sometimes it can just be a build-up of oil and grease and stuff. Zantex says, behind the IC73 some green coaches. Right, the ones with the yellow doors, they're the Hornby Mark 1s in the ballast cleaner train livery. These were out a couple of years ago. They didn't sell very well, and they ended up getting remaindered. And I think I bought them from Kernow Model Centre for like £15 each, brand new. There were 3, but different ones that they did. But for some reason, I've only got 2 of them. The one after it, with the curtains in the windows, that's actually a Bachmann XLMS coach, one of the older ones that the tooling's now broken from. And that's in the olive green livery, the Signal Box Construction Gang mess coach. And the one behind it's a Mark 1 in N parts livery. So that's what they actually are. Andrew L says, only blue smoke I've let loose was from my 04 shunter and N gauge. I could faintly hear taps being played. Yeah, when magic smoke leaves the building, leaves electronics. Magic, for anybody who's going, magic, what it is that electronics are all, electronics work because there's special magic smoke inside, and when the magic smoke gets out, it goes, yay, freedom, and then your electronics don't work anymore. And that, I'm going to have to stopping this, because it keeps trying to go beyond.
You should put my tram on there.
No, it won't do the thing it needs to do. So I'm gonna.
Clackheaton Central says, get yourself out to Tram Fabric and get a motor for your locals with rotationally challenged motors.
There is that.
I don't know why I said it in that voice.
Yeah,
I know what I'm going to do though. I'm off to get my N-gauge box file layout. Let's do some building.
Yeah, hold on, something's squeaking. Oh, I wonder if that's why that's starting to lose traction. Can you hear the squeak?
I can hear the squeak.
I think that possibly. Right, let me find. So you can't go just yet because I need to do stuff, and that means that you. Yeah, you need to talk to the nice people.
I talked to some people one time.
It
was quite good.
Yes, yeah, they were very nice about it, but, especially when I took you back to apologise.
Well, you know, these things happen.
Yes. So, what's going...
So what have we got here? You've got let black smoke out of an RC car Speedo years ago, going like something off a shovel down the main street. You shouldn't be doing that, my goodness.
Oh my word, this has actually done some serious running. The chassis is worn as anything.
Really? My goodness.
Yeah, look, see how that middle wheel just is like crabbing when I do that?
Ah. That shouldn't be doing that.
Yeah, that's...
you might want to put that to one side.
I'm going to swap this for a different A4. You talk to the nice people.
Which A4 you going to... Get the purple one. Where's the purple one?
No, I'm not...
The purple one's cool.
I'm not in the mood for
What about the blue one?
That was a blue one.
Yeah, the blue one.
No.
Oh, Jenny won't take requests.
Green.
Jenny won't take requests because my other request was sharp.
Yes. Hold on, actually. 40,
Oh,
50.
dear.
I know. I'm going to put on one which is actually quite a rare one.
You're going to put out a rare one. Ooh, which
Yeah.
one's the rare one?
Quicksilver.
Ooh.
And this is a Hornby Super Detailed Quicksilver.
Notice the care that she has when she's brushing down the A4s. Like,
This is how you do
you
it.
might as well get the rotavator out. My goodness.
Don't talk about your lady shave like that.
Oh my goodness.
Right. So we're going to put Quicksilver on.
It doesn't look like the Marvel Comics character.
Who? What?
You have no idea, do you?
What? Quicksilver?
Quicksilver and the Scarlet Witch, the two members of the
It's a witch
the-
burner!
of the X-Men. Well, technically, they were part of the Brotherhood of Evil Mutants at one point because they're Magneto's kids. Although not in the MCU, because that was just like weird.
Oh, that's a nice smooth one, actually.
Because they couldn't mention Magneto.
Oh, right. For copyright reasons.
Yeah.
Dave Holloway says, I got a purple logo for Christmas, the Acura Scale Purple Delta.
Oh,
yes,
nice.
a lot of people have been sharing pictures of that. Is that a second run? I'm sure they did that in the first batch. I could be wrong on this.
There we go. It's off. It's off to the races.
Keep going, Mr. B, says Iron Horse Row. It's Richard Brighton. Richard Brighton! Screaming my name at every opportunity.
Yeah.
Apparently there was a buffering wheel for a moment there. Ham Shackleton saw it, but I'm not sure. I think it escaped other people. Retro Rambles wants 56. Ah.
Maybe later.
Maybe later.
Maybe later.
No.
Right, I'm going to go and grab the Engage stuff.
Engage!
And we're going to have a bit of building.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna open the booze. Now, those of you who've been
Do you want
watching...
me to bring a glass?
I've got one. Oh,
Oh, you came prepared, did
no,
you?
oh come on.
This ain't your first rodeo.
I brought the bottle of booze. Do you seriously think I would leave the glass behind? I was going to just swig from the bottle.
Hey, Chadwick, Model Railway. Happy New
big
Year.
hello to you. Says, I like your style, Jen. See you next year. You're welcome. So, basically...
This is not going to go well, is it?
No, I'm going to try not to bounce the cork off the roof. Yeah, basically, let's just...
It should sigh like a
content-
perfectly timed
Oh!
fart.
Uh-oh. We... There we go. Yes. Yes, we are good. We are good. Right, so...
What the?
Those of you who are veterans of the Monday Club may remember many years ago I used to always drink alcohol. And the club would get more and more merry as we went. So
Yeah, it was you and Les back then, wasn't it?
for one night only, we're back to the good old days. But yeah, look, it's great to see you, Charlie. And remember, next year in the Jenny Kirk Choice Awards,
I
you're
can
eligible.
smell that from here.
Yeah, lovely, isn't it? You are eligible again for YouTuber of the Year. So, so keep a space clear on your wall.
1 year on, 1 year off.
Yes,
I'll be back.
I'll be Mozart. Flying My Chair one says, yeah, I remember that one. Richard Brown's now screaming out Craig's name. Oh, stop it! God, I can tell Richard Brighton is absolutely sauced. I remember Jenny getting very drunk, says Leslie Gilpin Railways, and very red-faced on the Monday Club was Jenny when Jenny was merely an arm passing. I think when Zoe was merely an arm passing in more booze. Yes, from the cupboard. Wait for the pop. Yeah, we got the pop. No, PN Motorsport Games and Trains. Swigging from the bottle is not the only way. I'm sorry, but that's uncouth. But being uncouth suggests that it's possible to be couth. I've always wondered about this. Like, there's certain words, like, if you can be overwhelmed and underwhelmed, that suggests that there is an appropriate amount of whelmage that can be had. So, I am whelmed. Basically means you're completely satisfied. Everything is at one and in some kind of Zen balance. I am whelmed. I am neither overwhelmed nor underwhelmed. Settle down at the back of the class, says Valley's 56XX. Yeah, Richard Bryan. Yeah. It's your own time you're wasting. Oh, that is lovely. Wardle Restorations, good evening to you. I thought I'd pop in and say hi. Hello to you. We're getting all the big names, aren't we? We've had Charlie from Chadwick Model Railway. We're just waiting for... We've got Ollie from Wardle Restorations. I wonder if Laurie Rose will be through... No, he's probably got some really grand party going on. And, where's New Junction? New Junction! Hashtag not a cult for legal and tax purposes. I think it may be one of the few sober... I may be one of the few sober people in the chat, says Richard Knowles. Yes. Teetotal Jenny is on the Prosecco, so this is going to get wild. It's going to be like the good old days of the Monday Club. Yes, hashtag not a cult, Valley's 56XX carefully reminds us. There is a Gronk doing the rounds somewhere. Where is it? Oh, it's just gone through the tunnel. Zantac says TARDIS behind the pillbox. Yeah, actually, I think there's there are 2 TARDISes in that area. You brought all your nut gauge up, have you? Yeah. Ham Shackleton says we've got Wardle from Ollie Junction. Oh yeah. Iron Horse Rose says Jen, you sounded like Crichton then. But sir, Space Corps Directive 31849.2. Oh, Lord Alzin, Dragon Junction Mark 2. Big hello, Jenny and Zoe, and a very happy new year to you and all in the chat. It's great to see you, and I hope you are well. Iron Horse Railway says, this is going to get wild, sir. Yes, Lord Allen has entered the building.
His lordship has arrived.
His lordship has exited the privy and is amongst the mortals. Yes, Santec, that's where the other one is, definitely. George says, Jenny and Zoe's New Year's hootenanny. Ooh, much better than what's on the telly. Oh, don't knock Jules. Jules Holland is a legend. He's, of course, also
definitely a legend.
Railway modeller. And, Jules, if you or your people are watching, would love to do an interview with you. It would be absolutely great. I know
we'll pre-record it, you can vet it.
I know he does do shows. I've seen photos of him at shows. Oh, actually, Hugh Grant turned up at, I think it was Ali Pally last year, which was, there's a few people...
Did he get lost?
No, he was there with, I think, his grandson or something, or nephew. But, people were like, look at Hugh Grant, are you sure? And we're like, they look like Hugh Grant, but you know when you feel it'd be rude to go, excuse me, you Hugh Grant? In case they go, no, I get that all the time. My name's actually Dave, and I just happen to look like him. I'm a bit of a looky-likey. But then apparently bought something with one of the retailers, and we weren't like we marched over afterwards. And like, was that really Hugh Grant? I'm like, oh, yes, that's what it said on his credit card. So there we go. Michael Redman, Happy New Year. I think we're going to have to start slapping Gandalf. I know it's your night off.
A Monday clubber is never late to the wagons. Nor are they early. They arrive precisely when they mean to.
Thanks, Gandalf. Sarah Davis says Hugh's back in. Bridget Jones. 4 in the new year.
Oh my
February
goodness,
the
a
14th.
4th one.
Oh my word. Peter Joyce says, I'm sat here with hubby, Carl and Kate, waiting for 2025 to arrive. And Wardle Restoration says, any shows on over the next few weeks worth going to?
I honestly couldn't tell you. The thing about worth going to, it depends on what you're actually looking for.
I don't know, you could always tune into the Monday Club next Monday, where we have tonight's resident drunkard, Richard Brighton.
Oh, says the woman who's drinking herself.
We'll just give him a couple of bowls of raw coffee, sir, and then try to sober him up. Sarah Davis says, it's mad about the boy. Trailers are on YouTube. It's a bit of a sad one. Oh.
They usually are a bit, aren't they?
Iron Horse Railways, apparently, we believe that may be the case. We're not quite sure.
What's wrong?
Cleckheaton Central said, Hugh looked decidedly peed off after being asked, "Are you Hugh Grant?" for the 50th time.
Oh, he does get. He doesn't tolerate people. I've seen this in interviews. If people are being a bit silly, he will let you know.
Yeah, but when you're like a big name actor, it must be quite tedious when all you want to do is go to a model rail show. You come out and go,
Especially if you're there with your grandson. It's like, all you want to do is have a day out with the kids. Yeah, I can't blame him.
So it's like one of my golden rules is when I see famous people out and about,
I just nod.
Yeah, you say hello. You let them know that they've been recognised, but you don't do it in a sort of a fangirly sort of way. And you don't hassle them. Basically, people need time off.
Yeah, they're people too.
Yes. The Frome show this weekend says Chadwick Model Railway. Oh,
Frome.
Definitely.
I love the name Frome.
Frome. Yeah, Frome. There are some really great place names in the UK. So. I mean, there's also some really quite outrageously rude ones, but there are some Wet Wang, Pratt's Bottom, Twat.
Or the place I'm from, which is
Durham?
No. Cox Ho.
Cox Ho.
It has cocks and
Cox
hose.
I quite like the one that's up the road. People always mispronounce it, like ta-da.
Ta-da!
Ta-da. No, it's ta-da. Richard Brighton, will you stop screaming my name? Oh, Flymo Sherman says it's pronounced Froome. Yeah.
It might be pronounced Froome, but it's spelt Frome.
Rick Morley says 2 twats, one in Orkney and one in Shetland. Don't you talk about Steve like that and his brother.
Just a quick question.
What?
Where's the 9-volt battery?
The 9-volt battery? What, you mean this 9-volt battery that you kept prodding?
Yeah.
So what are you going to do?
I'm just going to see if it works.
Planes, Trains, Drones UK. Is this the Tuesday Club? Kind of, yeah.
Pretty much, yeah. Whoa, what was that?
Oh, don't worry, we have a naughty train. It's doing
naughty trains. Naughty trains being naughty. So, for my test, I have the American Giant Hustle Muscle. And I'm going to test it on a line of track.
Yes, Sarah Davis, Penistone. Be careful with that one. It's written penis tone.
Did you ever see the website Pen Island?
Penisland. Engaging content coming up. Clackheaton Central says, hold on. We've got there's a tumble of clowns that have something to say about that.
Oh, it had the lights on and then it just stopped.
Dirty track. What do you do?
You've broken my N-gauge stuff.
Let's just test it. I mean, look at the dust on this. Where do you keep it in a dusty thing?
On a shelf.
Talk to the nice people.
So Jen is trying to work out what's going on for my N-gauge stuff. In the meantime, I'm working out how to place the track.
It's juddering, but it's got very dirty wheels. Right, what I suggest is, rather than messing about with a 9-volt battery, why don't I put it on the N-gauge stroke 009 test track?
Go on, then you put the test track on.
Okay, I'll do that.
You do that, and we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, I can't do it, because you moved the bloody table right over.
Alright, well, I'll move the table then.
Be careful.
Hey, look at this. Jen is getting really upset because I'm doing stuff. And she's not happy. Oh, the hustle muscle, it moves.
Yeah.
The husky muscly. Yeah.
It just needs to shine up the wheels. There we go.
Shine
Nobody who's
up.
watching the stream can see this.
Well,
no, don't mess about.
Well, if you were wearing trousers instead of a skirt, I could tilt the camera down and people could see it, but no. You had to dress like you wanted to be comfortable. It's terrible.
Right, that works. I've shined the wheels up now. Stop messing about.
You just dumped this on. Can you be careful? This is a nice locomotive. And
DJ K666 says there's a place called Willie near us.
Right. I do need one thing from you, Jen.
Wangok says, thanks, Jenny, for the heads up on the Black File. Oh, yes. Right. This is important.
Okay, you go for it.
The steam generator fitted Black 5s have started being delivered from Hornby. People are getting these really excited, but
A really excited boss.
during the Christmas lockdown, Hornby forgot to put up the profile to go with it. Now, the profiles are preloaded onto the decoders. Don't worry about that. However, when you introduce a decoder that's preloaded with a profile into the HM7000 app that actually hasn't been released yet, it doesn't know what to do with it. So you end up with all the functions being blanked out. And what you need to do, and this is a temporary fix, believe me, I think it's the 6th of January when they come back from... What the heck is that noise?
Are you okay?
I just heard a weird noise.
Yeah, I heard it as well. I think something's not happy.
Yeah, we'll come back to that. So what you need to do is import the function map, but nothing else. Do not change the sound profile. Do not attempt to change the sound profile. All you need to do is import the function profile, which is basically the pictures on the buttons from the standard Black 5 profile.
No, it's pronounced Frome.
Froome. Right.
It's a joke, Jake.
Yeah. Oh, joke. Attempted humour. Correct response. Ha. So yes, unfortunately, it's a bit of a boo-boo. Hornby forgot to put the profile out. I think what happened was they didn't realise they'd be in the shops this quick.
Yeah.
But what's happened is that they've come into stock and all the pre-orders have gone straight out. So you just need to temporarily import the function map, which is what the buttons do. I think it's that 73, number 73.
It does sound like it, yeah.
It's like a little bit of a buzzy noise. Raymond Lace says a blank slate decoder means you can put anything on it. Yeah, the Steam generator fitted Black 5s already have the Steam fitted Black 5 profile on. But when you import it into the app, it needs to import the profile, the actual, like what all the buttons should do. And that is where the problems come in. I discovered this when the Class 423 profile was going through test. I had a decoder with that loaded on, but I've got the beta test app, so I have access to these things. But if you import it into the main app that everybody uses, the general population use, it doesn't know what it is unless that app's been uploaded to that server. So all of your buttons are blank. Joshua W56 says, is that A for pulling a mail coach? It is actually. Now, I bought that second hand. I think that was at Ali, partly off one of the stalls. I got a really good deal on it. It's actually the Model Zone exclusive. Now, when the mail coach was first released, Model Zone did it as an exclusive, and I think it was 4 different versions that they released. So I have the blue-grey one. I actually bought that at the time, but then I found that, which is sort of like the 1950s liveried version. I found that at such an amazingly good price, like 25 quid. I couldn't believe it, mint in box. I had to pick it up, and it is really nice actually. I'd quite like a full rake of those. I must look out for more, but I think that a full rake in that Royal Mail red livery would look really nice. Peter Joyce says, I've put drivers and firemen in 3 locos today. It makes such an improvement. Yeah, it's one of those things. Let's change the angle of the dangle for the brew that is true. So that's up and running there. Yeah, it's like one of the things, it's not so bad with the diesel loco where you have to kind of go peering in to see who's sat in it. But with the steam loco, invariably you can actually see in the cabs. And, you know, I hold my hands up. Most of my trains don't have drivers in unless they came like that if I bought them second hand. I'm a bit of a bone idle sort when it comes to doing stuff. When you look at them, you think that train's run away. There's nobody in control, and it's just whizzing along. It's like the runaway train. Thomas West says, good evening, Jenny and Zoe. Good evening. Great to see you. I hope
Hey
you're
there,
well.
how you doing?
Let me just wake up Gandalf. He doesn't know what's happening to him.
And Monday, Clover is never late, Toto Wagons. Nor are they early. They arrive precisely when they mean to.
Yes, Gandalf, you can have tomorrow off.
Hooray!
No, Iron Horse Railways, Model Zone are not TMC. Right. Model Zone was a high street chain.
I remember Model Zone.
It also included the signal box in Rochester, seemed to be kind of the head office. And the signal box kind of kept its own identity, but it was part of Model Zone. But there was a lot of model shops, like Chester Model Centre, there was one in Doncaster as well, that it kind of bought up. TMC, I believe that TMC was bought by Model Zone. I could be wrong on that. But then subsequently, a lot of these shops, Chester Model Centre, the one in Doncaster for a while was bought out from when Model Zone went into administration. But TMC is not Model Zone.
No.
It's merely the people who founded TMC bought it back, I believe. Don't quote me on that. But TMC was a high street presence, and it was such a shame when they went bankrupt. It was quite a shock, and unfortunately we lost a very important high street presence for model shops.
It was a massive shame.
Yeah, because like you could go down into Manchester, and I used to love going to the Model Zone. But equally, you'd go to the Trafford Centre or the Metro Centre, and whilst family members were off doing boring stuff, I had a Jenny crash I could go to.
Jenny crash.
And I have some very fond members of.
Very fond members.
Sorry, the booze is kicking in.
She's got some very fond members of the Model Zone.
Griffey says, I have some Poppets drinking chocolate. It's lovely. Yes, you got some of
I
that.
got some of that as well, yeah.
And yes, Iron Horse Railways, Cadbury's is awful now. Yes.
Cadbury's isn't Cadbury's.
Richard Brighton says, TMC, Trafford Model Centre, teamed up with another to form Model Zone. I believe... my understanding was that the current TMC are the people who founded TMC, but they sold the shops to Model Zone and then subsequently bought them back from the receivers. And that's why... and Trafford Model Centre became the Model Centre because they expanded and had more than one branch. So they were no longer in the Trafford Centre. Because they used to be in Festival Village. I actually remember the Model Centre when it was Trafford Model Centre, and I could remember going in Festival Village, and they had like a stall there, and I can remember going in and browsing, and it was quite small. Yeah, the Trafford Centre, Iron Horse Railways, the big shopping centre just off the M60.
Yeah, it's like the Metro Centre, but different.
Yes.
It's been a while since we were there.
Yeah, we should go to the Metro Centre at some point. Oh my word, yes. Avondale and Holshall Moor Engage Railway says, I'm on decaf coffee with a small shot of Kahula. I've got a bottle of that as well. It goes lovely in coffee. It's really nice and hot chocolate as well. Yeah, it's like, does anybody... Retro Ramble says Cadbury lost its royal charter as well recently.
Yeah, because they suck.
Yeah, I mean, because it was bought by... Was it bought by Nestle
Kraft.
or was it... Kraft. And they've messed with the winning formula, and it's not... Like, why would you do that?
Yeah,
Why would you buy...
Why?
Why would you buy a 200-year-old company and then mess with the winning formula? What's the point?
Because they thought they knew better.
Yeah, well, they didn't. I do believe it was the Cadbury advertising that damaged the paintwork on BR Standard 480151. Not familiar with that, Hillside Junction. And yeah, Avondale and Holshall Moor Engage Railway says Cadbury's tastes rubbish. I must admit, absolutely. RG Models 86, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And unfortunately, they tried to fix it if it wasn't, even though it wasn't broken. So I don't know, what do we? I quite like Lindt chocolate, to be honest.
Lindt's nice.
Yeah. Dominic Zed, our Kickline correspondent.
Hello
it's
there.
great to see you. Hope you're well. Simon Trains Mother Railway Showcase. Hello to you. We've got some new names coming in. Anthony says hi, Jenny and Zoe. Sorry, I'm late. Hold on. Let me wait.
Monday clubber is never late to the wagons, nor are they hilly. They arrive precisely when they mean to.
Thanks, Gandalf. Now
You're welcome.
he could be talking to you with a big pink finger or two. Mondelez, yeah, it's an American company. When you go to America, American chocolate. I'm sorry,
American chocolate.
American
sucks.
chocolate's a bit. Yeah.
It's not chocolate. It's just. Ooh.
And I think part of the issue was that
What do you think of that?
when they bought, you could have like a little thing round the back as well.
Yeah.
Like a little, I don't know. I liked it when you had it all like tucked in.
I did too, but
Yeah, so what you need is like when you had it like here and here.
but then I can't get the track up to the station. You see,
Sure you can.
it's very difficult.
Well, why not? See, oh,
You guys can't see this.
yeah. What about if you do it this way round? So that like I don't know. Maybe move it further up. Oh, you could even put it here with like here and here.
Okay, guys, I'm going to move the camera.
Alright, come back. Happy New Year, JL Railways. Great to see you.
So this is what we're looking at here.
That's what she's looking at, yeah.
We're trying to work out where
Do
to
you
put
want
my
more
end
light?
gauge.
That's gone very purple. That is like totally.
Yeah, it's not right.
Look.
This is supposed to be blue.
One of the lights. Hold on, right.
One of the lights is correct.
So which light? I've got this. So that one is that one.
Turn off the one that you normally have on. Turn off the one that you normally have on. It's not that. It's all of them.
That's very, very strange.
Every
isn't
single
it?
one.
Mm.
Yeah.
So I don't know, but it like turned the right colour for a brief moment.
Yeah. So what we're trying to do is work out how to best place this. I've got a lot of things that I can use, but it's a very small space, and I kind of want to have options for how to do things. But I've got two platforms. One's on the brewery, one's on a factory, and I want to make sure that it looks like you can shunt to both.
Harp House Holt says craft-owned Hershey's, which uses cheaper ingredients, and they thought they could cut costs at Cadbury's. Unfortunately, what they've done is they've ruined the product.
Yeah, they've absolutely ruined it.
Dominic Zed, our Kickline correspondent, says, Jenny, I've got some fantastic news. Sugar and Spice is celebrating its 20th anniversary this year, and Taurus Animation celebrates its 60th anniversary this year. Excellent.
That's
Now,
cool.
I'm going to top off the Prosecco.
So what
This
we're
is
trying
like
to...
old school Monday Club when Jenny used to get very merry during the stream,
Yeah,
and then
these-
the YouTube algorithm went and ruined that.
Yeah, you blame YouTube for me telling you to stop drinking all the time and getting drunk on streams.
Old Jamaica is still not. Oh, my dad always used to get Old Jamaica. Do they still make it? I thought
They
that
do.
because they used to do Old Jamaican, and what were the other ones? There was like when I was a kid, and Cadbury's products were very different. They kind of rebranded in the early 90s,
Yeah.
and that's when all the stuff like sure that's when like Fruit and Nut and Whole Nut started turning up.
Oh my
And
goodness, I
before
remember
that, there was
those,
stuff
yeah.
like there was what was the one like the Wildlife Bar?
They still do that.
Do they?
Yeah, it's not as good.
Well, yeah, because they've changed the chocolate. 45 minutes of 2024 left. Oh my word!
Yeah.
Griffey says you can get it in B&M. Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh. Avondale and Holshaw Moor Engage Railway says I had Bourneville rum and raisin the other day and it was nice.
Oh, lovely.
Excellent. JTG Werewolf says Old Jamaican was my favourite. Ooh. And Dominic Z, Kickline correspondent, says, Jenny, and I found some 2025 Hot Wheels cars at an Aldi yesterday. Actually, yeah, there's some really great places
You can find weird stuff in Aldi's.
But like the Hot Wheels, they get about. They're in
yeah.
the Range, they're in Heron Foods.
Yeah.
B&M, all sorts of places, and you can get some really interesting ones. We've got some quite cool ones.
We have, yeah.
Like we've got the Starship Enterprise. You wouldn't have thought the Starship Enterprise would rock up as a Hot Wheels toy.
I know, I think it's cars.
Or
but...
the X-32 Speeder from Star Wars.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, Griffey says they had loads of Hot Wheels in Aldi for a while here. Ooh. And Anthony Nils has got a cheeky wine in hand. Well, I have got a cheeky Prosecco, and it is starting to hit the bottom, I must admit. It's
hitting your bottom, is it?
Down
the hatch.
The Growler Blackwood N-Gauge layout says, on my 5th vodka, can I make a 6th before the bells? Well, you can, but you probably wake up in a skip. So... coming up in the new year, can I just say, I'm going to very, very quickly show you something. The light, they're just still on there now. They're going out.
Wow, you can see Jenny through that.
The Beaver Tail, we're going to be doing a full review on this. I'm currently road testing it, ready for the review. This could well be rolling stock item of the year 2025. Seriously, it'll be... my third video in 2025. I've got there's the L class is getting reviewed for this Friday, so that's the very first of 2025. Then we've got AE models, frog juicers, and then this. And actually, I am really impressed with some of the innovations that have gone into this. So watch this space. The LNER Coronation Beaver Tail coach. I would love some of the articulated coaches. They did sort of like 2-coach articulated. There was 4 different sets of them. They just all sold out everywhere. Planes, Trains, Drones UK says, what pop are you drinking, Jenny? It's some posh Prosecco, but look at this bottle. Look at that pattern in the glass. That is very, very nice. Do approve. I don't normally drink much, as you can tell, so I am a total lightweight when it comes to alcoholic beverages. Cleckheaton Central says they did a bloody good job on the Coronation set, I will admit, which is a hard sell for a Hornby model from me. Yeah, in terms of announcements, what I really think would be a slam dunk for Hornby is announcing a second run of the Coronation coaches. There were, I believe, 2 full sets of them. So it is something that they could do. Are there actually running numbers on these? Yeah, there is running numbers. So they could do the other set. So I would say that would be an easy thing to do. Let's have a look. Oh yeah, see, I told you it would fit. Yeah, that's looking good.
Okay, so should I glue them down?
What, the buildings?
Yeah.
I'd get the track in first.
Okay.
Get the track fastened down first, and then glue the buildings. Yeah, I think another Silver Jubilee set. I suspect that they've tooled the other observation car as well, as they were rebuilt. Richard Brighton says has resurfaced from his skip full of Baileys to say, we have a full Coronation set in Settle, property of James, and it was a work of art. That's some serious cash that he's invested in there, because that's a 9-coach train, because there's 4 doubles, and they were like RRP 150 quid each, and plus a Beaver Tail, which is RRP, I think it was 81.99. So that's a lot of money that our young James has invested there, but definitely well worth it. J. Paul Anderson says, Happy New Year from Holland. Happy New Year to you. And we've got Mark Towers in. Hello to you. Great to see you. Sniper72 says, do you have a UK departure? But I don't. No. Richard Brighton says, Jenny, does it fit? Does it? Suits you? Yes, suits you. Oh, yes, suits you. Angus's Trains It says, hello, Jenny and Zoe. Happy New Year from the future.
Happy New Year!
Hello from the past. Our ways may seem quaint to you. Of course, as we said at the start, we're about to go into 2025. We've got 41 minutes left to go. But of course, anybody further east from here, round to the international date lines, places like Australia, India, New Zealand, places like that, Japan, Korea.
You're already in the future.
They're already in the future. So it's a good way. Actually, I don't know what are they. What time is it in Australia? I have a feeling from memory. It's like in the morning. You're in the morning of January the 1st now, as in quite far in. You've probably been to bed and got back up again. But it's great to see you. It's been a long time. I know the time difference is often not conducive to our Aussie cousins and our Kiwi cousins joining us live, but it's always a pleasure to have you on board. Dominic said, our Kickline correspondent, says, Jenny, this is what I say to the 2025 Hot Wheels range. Hot Wheels, make it epic. Absolutely. And
it does work.
Yeah, I know it works. Mark Tower says, hello, Andy. I'm wet from...
Hey!
Yes, mention.
So what do I need to do to make this track stay down?
Beth G says, Australia are 11 hours ahead. So you've had breakfast and you're looking forward to your New Year's Day feast. So, hello from the past. We're still in 2024. It's very peculiar. This really does bring it home, doesn't it? That the time zones are weird. And the fact that you're all in tomorrow is very strange. And people in America, they're like, well, we've got like, there's people on the west coast of the US.
They're just waking up on New Year's Eve.
Yeah, they're all they're completely sober. They haven't even had breakfast yet. It's weird. And there's probably some tourist boats straddling the international date line, and they're still partying hard, coming up to the end of their 24 hours of party. Yes, RG Models 86, wibbly wobbly, timey wimey. Dominic Z, our Kickline correspondent, says, Jenny, I'm also excited for the Hot Wheels Sugar and Spice collection. This one includes 5 models with the characters printed on the side.
Nice.
Flymo Chairman 1 says it's 9:22 a.m. in Brisbane. Oh, right, it's like, so you basically, people are just waking up from their lie-in from being out on the Raz. Andy Fryers Junction says everywhere should just be GMT. Make life so much easier. Well, for us.
Not for everyone else.
Because there'd be places like Australia where it would appear the sun would shine all night.
Yeah. Mars has a weird time zone, I know that.
Huh?
Yeah, one of its time zones appears to be Turkey.
What?
Yeah, it's on the same time zone as Turkey for one of the thingamajigs that's out on Mars. One of the rovers.
Oh, okay.
So if you're operating the rover, you're on Turkish time.
Angus's train says it's 10:22 in Newcastle. That's Newcastle, Australia.
It's beer o'clock in Newcastle upon Tyne.
Yeah, Newcastle upon Tyne, the original Newcastle, they're just drinking because they do 24 hours, 7 days a week.
Hey, that's terrible.
It's true.
But true.
Down on their tune. But no, it's interesting
Have you
actually.
got any snippers?
Yes. There's a way of doing it. You need metal fatigue as your friend or your choice.
No, I'm not doing the track. I'm doing the plastic.
Oh, okay. But no, it's like a lot of places in Australia and actually in the US as well, and New Zealand. They're named after places in the UK. So in Australia, they've got New South Wales. They've got Newcastle. I'm trying to think. I've run out now. But
in America, the Pilgrims left
Manchester,
left
Birmingham.
Plymouth and landed in Plymouth.
Yeah, it's funny that they must have got there. Oh, we're still in Plymouth.
We're going around the circle.
Oh no, Darwin. Yeah. But that's slightly different. Mark Towers. Darwin in Australia, I believe, is named after Charles Darwin, not after Darwin spelt with an E, which is the little town just north of here. Perth. Yes, Griffey, absolutely right. Perth. There's Perth in Scotland and there's Perth in Australia.
They only did it to annoy people.
Sarah Davis, yeah, there's Newcastle. There's usually, to be honest, everywhere in the UK has a place in the US as well. So like Boston, Washington, Durham, Manchester, Birmingham, Raleigh, where else? You name it, it's probably in Oz. Oh, funnily enough, yeah, Melbourne. Melbourne is named after a place in Derbyshire. Not a lot of people know that. Oh yeah, Norfolk, PN Motorsport Games and Trains, Norfolk, Virginia, Boston, Massachusetts. But oh yeah, of course, Sarah Davis said it is Birmingham in the USA though. Mark Tower says Bacup. I'm not sure where in overseas Bacup is. Angus's train says, just to be clear, Jenny, New South Wales is a state, not a town. I do know that, yeah. Because you've got states like Victoria, New South Wales, Northern Territories, and can't remember any of the others on my head. And yes, and other ones. Leslie Gilpin-Rowe says Melbourne was named after the British Prime Minister. And yes, Andy Fry's Junction, Melbourne is next to Donington Park Race Circuit. New Ireland, New England, and New Zealand.
Yes.
Oh, of course, Zealand
is in Holland.
It's Holland, yes. Yeah. Yes, we're live, Name a Gamer YT.
No, we're not live. This is Memorex.
Wamgok, Wellington is in Somerset.
How's that?
New Model Railway. I don't know if there's a Froome in America. They may pronounce it differently, because Leicester, the place called Leicester in the UK, always puzzles people from overseas because it's not.
Where's Leicester?
Yeah, Leicester. It's not. It's Leicester. We have some really bizarre pronunciations in the UK, where basically you only know how it's pronounced because you heard a local say it. It's as simple as that. There's a lot of weird place names like that. You just have to hear a local pronounce it.
Yeah, like toaster.
Yeah, toaster. For
Toaster's
years,
a
and like,
bugger, isn't it?
I'm native to this country, and I knew there was a place called Toaster, but I didn't know where it was because I kept seeing road signs for Towcester, and like, I'm sorry, but like, you know, that's how it's spelled. But no, it's pronounced Toaster. Like, you know, Toaster. Gronxy's getting quite excited.
Because that Gronxy's from Toaster.
Yeah, if you look, it says, return to Toaster Depot. That's Toaster. Can I just say, where it says return to Toaster Depot, that's how, in the UK, the town called Toaster is spelt. I know, I find it weird as well, and I live here. Rochester, that's another one that's in America, but the original one is in Kent. Stoke has a Newcastle. There's actually 5 Newcastles in the UK.
Yep.
Now let's break it down. Newcastle is literally a castle. That's the new one. We've got an old castle, and now we've built the Newcastle. So there's Newcastle Emlyn. There's Newcastle
Anywhere they built a new castle.
Newcastle upon Tyne, and I believe that there's 2 others as well. Griffey says same as. Roaster is roaster, but it's like it looks like Roccestr, and Worcestershire is Worcestershire.
Yes.
Yeah, and RG Models 86 says, what is the point of silent letters in words? It's so that we can be snooty with foreign people.
Here's the actual reason. The printing press arrived in Britain at the same time that we were undergoing a massive shift in how we spelled and pronounced things. So our way of writing is actually a snapshot of what was going on at the time.
Yeah, spelling was more a game of pin the tail on the donkey up until what was his name? The dictionary guy, Johnson.
Yeah,
Dr. Johnson, his dictionary, and one of the reasons we got such weird spellings is because there was no proper spelling, and people just spelt things how they fancied. So Dr. Johnson came along and
went,
fixed.
now then, let's stop all this nonsense.
Yeah, but the thing was, it's kind of fixed everything with these weird spellings.
Yep.
And I understand, I don't approve, but I understand why like Americans changed the spellings on a lot of words, because it's like, what's with all these weird silent letters? Let's just not bother.
Yeah, you're just cheating at Scrabble here.
Yeah, filling
Admit
up my
it.
glass here.
Admit it, you're cheating at Scrabble.
Oh, there's a Flint in Michigan. Michigan. Sorry.
Michigan.
Sorry, I've had prosecco. It's just sinking in. But yeah, Michigan, Flint, North Wales. Griffey says sausage.
Sausage.
I need sausage and chips later on. You can have the bread with your chips. Griffey says, I can't hear the name Dr. Johnson without shouting sausage. Sausage! Sausage! Turns out Dr. Johnson missed sausage out of his dictionary as well.
And Aardvark.
RG Models 86 says, have you heard comedian Michael McIntyre's routine on silent letters? It's hilarious. I think I probably have, but not for a very long time. Alec Denholm says, may I offer you my most humble contrafibularities? Yes, I shall return interphrastically. Oh, Skipsy's Trains. Hello to you. Right, hold on. Where's my proddy stick?
A Monday clubber is never late to the wagons, nor is he early. Arrives precisely when he means to.
Angus's Train says, so Jenny, when are you coming to Australia for a visit? I really do want to.
We want to, but the problem is it's a long way away.
Yeah, it's something like a 26-hour flight. It's a long way. You have to stop off on the way somewhere like Singapore. It really is a huge epic undertaking, which means you need to go for like 3 weeks minimum to make the trip worthwhile.
How's that?
And it's quite expensive. I think that looks good actually. Yeah. Plane tickets, you're talking about thousands of pounds for plane tickets alone. Now, I do have family in a place in Australia called Warragul.
Yeah, and sometimes they'll even admit that they know her.
No, I'm not sure that they even really particularly know I exist.
Jen.
It's, now, I think it was my grandmother's cousin who emigrated in the 50s. They were one of the £10 POMs. And
The what? This is a part of British history I don't know about.
You never heard of the £10 POMs?
Can I glue these down? Would that be alright for track?
Yeah, you'll need. I would remove all the buildings,
Well, yeah.
and then you need something heavy to weight them whilst the glue
I
dries.
was just going to hold it.
You'll be there a while because the glue I've got is this Speed Bond.
Oh, I was going to use the PVA.
That dries even slower.
Oh, okay.
So what you need is I'm gonna have to unblock this bad boy. Pass me the smallest screwdriver that you've got there. I'm gonna have to the smallest. I don't mean the selection, I mean the smallest.
I was trying to find which one's the smallest.
Yeah, I just gotta get the dry.
So yeah, the biggest issue that we have with going to Australia is simply time.
I mean, I don't even know if their surname is Swift or Kirk. I'm not sure that they're actually part of the Kirk clan. They may well be. In fact, if they're my grandmother's cousin, they'd be from the Swift side of the family. But I don't know
Along
whether
with Taylor.
Who?
Do you not know Taylor Swift?
Right, there you go.
Thank you.
They're farmers in Warragul, I believe. And it's why my grandmother named her house Warragul. That was the reason behind it. No, you smear it on the underside of the track. Put it on the underside of the track, and then turn the track over and position it. I have no contact with them. No idea if they even know about my existence. They'd probably find me quite weird if they found out about me.
Yes, they would.
It would be polite to make contact. So, if we're going to Australia, we'll come and say hello.
We'd like to pop in and say hi. Don't worry, we're not going to stay. We're not planning to move in. We just want to say hi.
But the thing is, they knew my grandmother, but no idea who we are. So I suspect that the polite thing to do would be to take some memento of my grandmother who sadly passed away, so that they've got something extra to remember her by, because she's the relative that they knew. Thoughts on Severn Valley Railway? Squibbledoo asks. Yeah, I quite like it. We visited the Severn Valley Railway.
We tried to visit as many as we can, and we'll be visiting more in 25.
We've actually been to the Severn Valley Railway twice, and there are videos. We didn't ride on it, but we did some filming there. 25 minutes of 2024 left. RG Models 86 Waters, so charge your glasses. Yes, Angus's trains. We would visit and say hello, as you've been a long time viewer of the Monday Club. I think you were viewing right back when
it's
we
an OG.
Yeah, original. So yeah, we'll come and say hello. PN Motorsport Games and Trains says, I tried to be normal once, worst 5 seconds of my life. And we're going to have some meetups. If we go to Australia, I mean, I know Australia is huge, so
it's bigger than Pluto.
Yeah, that's not hard.
Yes, it is. You're not bigger than Pluto, so don't try and undervalue Australia's achievement.
Yeah, I need to go to the US as well, visit Sir Kenneth Patterson and such.
Are you allowed in?
What do you mean, am I allowed in?
Are you allowed in America?
They've never caught me doing anything yet.
Oh, crap.
Just like take it easy.
All slid out.
How many Class 08 Gronks, asks Shani Paxton, do you have, and what ones do you want? I have quite a few, actually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20... 21 if you include the Class 13, 22 if you include the Master and Slave of the Class 13 separately, and 23 I have just committed to buying the new Hornby Intercity liveried one. So, yeah, there you are, 23. Which ones do I want? Liverpool Street Pilot. Bachmann did a special for Model Zone as the Liverpool Street Pilot in the Great Eastern Railway lined blue, and it's fabulous, and I always miss out on it, and that's one which I definitely do want. Hornby did a factory weathered super detailed blue 08, and I missed out on that when they first released it. I ended up, it's like money burning a hole in my pocket, I bought Dick Hardy instead. But I really wanted that factory weathered 08.
Did you get him on a transfer?
No. So if one of those came up, I would snap it up. What other ones? I don't know, because I managed to get the Malcolm Logistics one, which was always one I quite liked the livery of. I don't know. I'm not picky. I just like I like Aussie 08s. Griffey says Australian models really expensive here. Yeah, Angus's trains. Aussie models. I really wanted to get.
They had one at DCC Concepts that were gorgeous.
Oh, wait a minute. I do have Aussie models.
You do?
Hold on. Right, hold on. Let me try and grab it.
Hey. Yeah, you heard that. She's trying to grab it. Way.
Yeah, look, just talk to the nice people.
I am. That's what I was meant. Dominic Z says, we're even getting a brand new Carrera Gore set based on Sugar and Spice. It includes Jane and Izzy, and they sit in little beach buggies. I've seen some Carrera models around here. They seem to have been popular for a while.
So, right, for our Aussie followers...
That is a nice one.
There is my Australian locomotive. I can't remember what it is.
It's a train.
Yeah, it's made by Haskell. I think it's Haskell. And it's a L class, I think it is. But it's a lovely livery, and there is my Aussie model. I don't run it very much, yes.
Compare it to the Hustle Muscle. Pick it up and compare.
To the Hustle Muscle?
Just there.
This?
Yeah.
Well, that's N gauge, and this is HO.
No, look at the shape and the locomotive
yeah,
itself.
I think
very similar.
I think they are a General Motors mod. Yeah, they're made by, I think, General Motors.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Haskell, and I think it's an L class, but for some reason the coupling has come out at one end.
There we are, that's
down. So there we are. Mark Wilson says, goodbye, I give up. What's wrong, Mark?
What's wrong?
says, Jenny, I'm currently in Toronto. Oh, so
Oh my goodness.
So you're in the future. So Mark Wilson, Wax of the DeLorean. What's the weather like in Toronto?
No, Toronto's in the past.
No,
Toronto, Canada.
Yeah, that's.
They're behind
you're
us.
in the past. So, are you enjoying Toronto, Mark Wilson? Jenny, are you paying Model Rail Scotland a visit in February? Asks the Grail of Blackwood Engage.
We don't know yet.
Don't know. Toronto is the past, says Alec Denholm. Yes. Stephen Simmons, Chairman Steve, says, whatever happened to the Aussie steam loco that Hornby briefly had on their website? Disappeared quickly, never to be mentioned again. They sold out. I don't think they had many of them. I did, at the time, I talked with Montana Hearn, and she said that they were nearly sold out. So, in all honesty...
Probably just sold.
Just sold. Dominic Zed, our Kickline correspondent, says, Jenny, Hot Wheels is also reintroducing Kit from Knight Rider for the 2025 Hot Wheels Screen Time series. We've got
one, yeah.
We've got, is it Kit or is it Car?
Yes, they're the same.
Yeah, and they're different colour schemes, but also...
Not necessarily.
I think we might have the Super Pursuit Mode one.
The first time that we saw Car, it wasn't a different colour scheme. The second time it was, because they rebuilt part of it.
Harry Sedgwick says, 20 minutes! And Angus's Train says, Zoe is such a comedian.
I try.
Yeah, she's really, like, funny woman. Yeah, funny woman.
Look a bit funny as well.
Topping up on the Prosecco.
Okay, we're down. The track is down.
You're going to need to wait that for quite a while.
The track is down. I haven't got anything to wait it.
Well, you should have got a house brick or something.
Well, if you can hold this...
I'm not sitting there holding...
All I need you to do is put your hand right here so that these bits stay down.
Yeah, okay, what are you going to do?
No, put it straight, because that's the last bit that was sticking up. I'm going to go and get a dumbbell and a book.
Oh yeah, get both the dumbbells.
Yeah.
Let's not forget Australia had its own version of the Intercity 125. Absolutely. Angus's Train says, Jenny, you said you don't run that train very often. Why don't you run it now? It's got KDs, none of the rolling stock.
It's not attached to anything.
Yeah, I'd need to create a translator wagon, which I can do just in a moment. Apparently, I'm holding track down. DJ K666 says, let's not forget Australia. Oh, sorry, the Intercity 125. Yeah, the XPT. Name a game of YT. This is great. This is seeing the new year in with Richard Brown says, gosh, I wonder where you got that from. Yeah, I got it from you. Really good price, actually. The Haskell L class had a number of different liveries. You had like the white one, the pink primer, the orange one, and the light blue. So Billy's replacement speakers. Wakey wakey. Happy New Year, Jenny and Zoe and all the Monday Clubbers. Regards, Billy. Boom, Billy's in. And don't forget that you can also pick up your excellent Monday Club wagons. We've still got some of the O gauge. They are low stock warning on the O gauge. And also the 00 model Minith Tattoo Quarry. So the first time we've ever done another scale. We are going to try and do TT120 and N gauge and perhaps 009. We'll do them as a Kickstarter. So it's a case of support it or it won't happen sort of a thing. We are going to try that this year. The O gauge one's very expensive. We actually need to sell every single one just to break even. It is very, very expensive.
We did it as cheaply as we could.
Yeah.
And that meant no profit, basically.
SHGP Media, Happy New Year to you. Right, hold on, let me move that. I'm going to make... okay, so I will try and see. Have I got a KD? I may have given them all to Iron Horse. But I did have a KD here somewhere. Oh, there it is. I saw it for a brief moment. Yes, so...
okay.
I am going to... this will do it, I think. I'm going to take this brake van and I'm going to remove a coupling
and put a KD in
and put a KD in its place, and then I'm going to check the heights Oh, that is perfect. Right. So what I need to do now is I need to... I don't know what number it's on. Oh, wait a minute, I do. 258. So, which one? I'm going to replace the O2 when it comes round. Yeah,
Nice.
I know a lot of people wanted the I was asked for the 56, but I don't normally. I'm very drunk now.
You don't normally take requests because this is what happens. We end up faffing about.
Yeah. So I'm going to bring the Grizzly O2 round, and I'm going to put the L class. Here you are. For all the Aussie viewers, I'm going to put the L class.
For everyone who's already in 25.
Yeah. Greetings from the past.
Yeah. By the way, we've got to that point in the century where we don't have to say 20 anymore. So it's not 2025, it's just 25.
Right. So I need my coupling translator van. So let's just move this out of the way.
Here we go.
I'm going to...
Worthington Model Railway, you are very, very welcome. He says, thanks for showing my video yesterday. Been busy adding more landscaping to the layout over the last few days. Excellent.
258.
Well, you're very welcome. We always like to show people's layouts, and you've got a good layout there. So, yeah, go for it. When it gets to 2 minutes, you're firing up Iron Maiden's 2 minutes to midnight. Oh, lovely.
Select loco 258.
Yeah, RG Models 86 is absolutely right. Should you be driving these trains if you're drunk? Right, is it on the... It's on the layout, yeah?
Yeah.
So, if I
hold
switch
on,
to Javelite Mountain,
Yeah,
you might see it when it comes round.
Yeah, if I can get it to stay on the track. I think I've goofed.
You done goofed? You fail it, your skill is not enough?
Something like that. So,
14 minutes.
14 minutes
to
midnight. The hand that rocks the cradle.
Before we go any further, though, we are just going to have a quick message from our sponsor.
Hey, hold on,
Monday Club is
whoa.
proudly sponsored by TMC, the Model Centre. Check them out at themodelcentre.com. The website features extensive stocks of new models as well as selective pre-owned items where you can track down that bargain you've always wanted. Pre-order with confidence all of the forthcoming models from all the manufacturers. TMC also offer a renumbering and renaming service so you can get the exact identity of locomotive that you want. Why not also check out their value weathering or go for something incredibly special with their bespoke service where you can choose from a more extensive weathered look right through to custom graffiti either off the peg or to a design of your choice. Check out TMC today at themodelcentre.com and start your model journey.
So here we go. We're coming round the mountain when we come, and we're about to see, coming onto here, the Australian Express.
So this is the L class, the Haskell L class. I don't normally run this, so this is quite unusual. I've created a coupling translator van using a brake van. It's making weird noises. I think it needs a service.
Here it is.
But,
there it goes.
Yeah, there you are. So there's the L class coming around. I am absolutely sauced.
You're sauced.
I am actually. So we do some talking because
Right.
I'm struggling now.
Yeah, so I'm going to bring
People
it onto
asked whether
front.
we're doing people's videos at all or not.
We might do later on after the new year. We'll do some in 25 because we want to be right in the right place for this. So how long does this need to
Why
to
is
dry?
it running backwards, this Angus's train?
Because that's where the coupling is.
Because the coupling, for some strange reason, is missing off the other end. So, needs must. Cleck-Eaton Central says all the oils come out the top, they get confused in the gravity on the side of the earth. Griffey says I might put Puff the Mandarin Dragon Man. Send it back. John Pertwee and June Whitfield from the first record I ever had around the age of 4. So, lactose
I know a
intolerance
version of
is
Puff the
Iron
Magic
Horse Railway.
Dragon that I'm not allowed to sing.
Iron Horse Railways is lactose intolerant, and he downed a whole bottle of Baileys.
Well done.
And eating ice cream and pizza. Oh, it's like Mr. Whippy gone rogue on chocolate ice cream.
Puff the magic dragon lived on a shelf. And that's as much as I can sing of that one.
Can I just say this is going straight to my head?
Yep. So, we're coming up 11 minutes. My goodness, guys. Has anyone got any New Year's resolutions? And I don't mean 1080.
Buy more trains.
I don't mean 1080p.
Yeah. No, I think that I don't know. Maybe lose a bit of weight. We do that every year, and it never happens.
Well, to be fair, it has happened. We've both lost a bit.
Yeah.
Not a huge amount, but a bit.
Found some of it over Christmas. Yeah, Angus's trains. This is the Jenny Drunk special. This is like the good old days of the Monday Club, where I used to get a little bit sauced.
Yeah, you
Get to more venues. Yeah, Flymachen one, absolutely. I need to actually complete the forms to get Minith Tattoos to the Bluebell Railway Model Railway event. Simon Trains Model Railway showcase a New Year resolution by a Class 142 Pacer in OO gauge. I was looking actually at the Class 1, I think was it the 143 or the 144 that EFE Rail do? I was quite taken by that one in Regional Railways livery. Quite tempted. But I don't know, in two minds. Save some more money, says RG Models 86. Yeah, there's kind of a plan here as well. We need a new bathroom, so I need to save some money.
My resolution is to be more regular with my uploads.
Oh, Krista Duke says no New Year's resolutions being made. So your New Year's resolution is to not make New Year's resolutions?
My dad made that resolution when he was younger, and it's worked well for him.
David Newby says, get out of Warhammer 40k is my resolution. Yeah, it's like...
It won't happen.
Yeah,
it comes back to you.
It's like... Yeah, the thing about Warhammer 40k is it's similar to a crack habit, but more expensive.
Yes. It's like anime. Anime. Crack is cheaper.
Yeah. Angus's train says, Jenny, if you're getting this topsy with that much drink, I don't think you would last long in an Australian pub.
Nope.
Or a club on a weekend. Yeah, no, probably not. I'd be there like, something for the Sheila. A nice dry sherry.
PN Motorsport says building a TT120 layout, his resolution. I'm making a start on one of my resolutions.
Engage. The thing about you is, right,
I've been talking about this for ages.
Yeah, you were talking about this from before
you built
even
this.
Started, and I finished ages ago, so there's my box file layout.
Yeah, but the thing about yours is...
It's really quite interesting, isn't it?
You just sat down and went, and knew exactly what you were doing and did it. But I can't do that.
No messing about. Look at that. And there's a really nice bridge in there as well. I love bridges.
John Nutman says, what on earth are we running on the back line? That would be the Australian... the Australian loco.
G'day, Bruce. That's the Haskell L-Class.
Yeah.
So that's doing it. And actually, now that I've got a coupling translator wagon, I can run some of the US stock as well. So I'm quite tempted, actually. I think next week you may well find that rake of coaches is being pulled by a Niagara 484. So watch this space. I'm actually really drunk.
You've had what? One drink?
Well, I don't know. I've topped it off a bit. I've drunk 2/3.
Good grief, Jen! No wonder you're drunk.
2/3. I need sausage and chips. I need a sausage in me, a nice hot sausage.
Jenny.
Richard Brighton, settle down at the back. It's not big and it's not clever.
If we're connecting all these box files, don't the rails need to line up? Yeah. We thought about that.
You get short lengths of rail and act as bridging pieces between them.
No one's going to be correct on the positions, so we're just going with it.
I think that we should have some meetups this year, like more than just when I'm exhibiting at shows. But of course, we'll do that as well.
What I'm thinking is we just turn up at not model railways, at heritage railways and stuff like that, and we just say,
We'll see what
we're going to
happens.
be here on this day. Come along.
Do you remember when we did Keighley and Worth Valley Railway, and as we got off the train, somebody did a double take and went, "It's Jenny Kirk."
Yeah. What are you doing here? I'm looking around.
Same thing as you, I suspect.
6 minutes.
6 minutes. Angus' train says that is the worst Australian drunk accent I've never heard. No offense. Yeah, it's like even when sober, I struggle doing an Aussie accent. I don't know. We need to get to Oz. It's on my bucket list. I want to visit Australia, and I also want to get to the US as well. So there are places on my bucket list, and it will happen eventually. We kind of want to get back to Italy. We really loved Italy.
Italy was amazing.
We recorded a video, and we rather flippantly, whilst we were there, saying we can make our holiday tax deductible by
that was
filming a
funny.
video. But Mr. Taxman, if you're watching, we didn't.
No, it was just a joke.
That would be a bit scammy. I am really drunk. I'm going to very carefully try and get this on the track.
That's not going to happen, is it?
Oh, funny enough, it did. There's lots of fireworks going off. Are we...
No, there's still 4
Is that
minutes.
the right... No, 5 minutes. Is that the right time? 5-minute warning, says Dave Holloway. Absolutely. Sarah Davis says, just try saying "g'day, mate" to get you started. I think
Good day, sir.
I think Aussies would disagree with you. Go like, no, that is not. Obviously, they would say this in an Aussie accent, but they say, no, that is not an Aussie accent. Watching Neighbours, it does not set you up. Oh, Crocodile Dundee does not set you up.
I'm gonna have to use this tissue.
Yeah, go on. Apparently, Angus' train says, instead of buying model trains, come to Australia and see the trains. You could make it tax deductible with videos.
I wish we could.
I don't. We'll have to look up. See, one of the things is,
I don't want to go to jail, so I'm very, very good with what I put into the taxes.
she's like Ned Flanders when she does her taxes. It's like, oh, but I do like the smell of the glue, so I can't really deduct.
I
that.
do not say I like glue.
Oh dear! There's they had all these like extreme weather warnings in the UK, and it ain't happened here. No. I don't know what it's like up in Edinburgh, but they cancelled Hogmanay, which I thought was like I thought Scots was supposed to be tough. I thought they just basically aimed the fireworks into the wind if it's windy. But
I genuinely thought it wasn't possible to cancel.
Is your
Hogmanay.
brain leaking again?
Oh, I blew my nose too hard.
She blew her brain out of her nose. 6 hours and 4 minutes here, Worthington Mother Railway says. John Nutman says, Southampton been sending fireworks since 6 p.m. Yeah, Mike Lane TT120. Australia, home of AC/DC. Absolutely. And Angus is trade. Yeah, look, don't worry, I know. I'm sorry we lost Mark Wilson. We weren't ignoring you. It just...
it was just in the middle of something else we were doing.
Unfortunately... I do miss a lot of the comments because they kind of go, wee!
Yeah, anyone who's actually seen the way it works here would know just how
Yeah.
hard it is to follow this stuff. 2 minutes. 2 minutes.
2 minutes to midnight. Rick Molly
Meanwhile,
said,
in Geordieland, all the lasses are in bikinis.
yeah, probably.
Well, yeah, but that's like every night.
That's just Friday night, isn't it?
Yeah.
Rick Morley says, it's been really unpleasant in the East Central Belt, nasty in the Highlands, flooding and landslides. We've actually done all right here. It's not too bad. The fireworks are going off like nobody's
Yeah, because
business.
no one's got the watch at the right time. Right, here we go. It is 2 minutes to. We're about to get to the 1 minute to.
Charge your glasses, people. And I'm going to have sausage and chips after this.
Yeah.
So fire up the air fryer.
Here we go. It's 1 minute. We are now at 1 minute.
Jenny is very, very
We are
drunk.
now at the end of 24. 2024. It's not been a bad year for this,
Charge your
for
glasses.
this channel. We've done all right with the channel.
I mean, that's the thing. A lot of people around us have said, "Oh, 2024, what a horrible year it's been," and we were like, "Actually, it's been really good to us."
Yeah.
So
35 seconds.
35 seconds.
Here we go. Oh my goodness! Is everyone ready? Is everyone ready? There's a. Oh, by the way, there's a flood warning in Bolton.
Is that?
Yeah.
Well, we're at the
Okay.
top
Here
of
we
the
are.
hill,
20
so we're-
seconds.
20 seconds. You'll know when it's
15
midnight
seconds.
because you won't be able to hear us for all the explosions. Nigel
Okay.
calls us, honestly, I don't really want a new year this year.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
2025!
Happy New Year!
Happy New Year,
Happy
everyone!
New Year!
Should old acquaintance be forgot and never brought to mind?
Hang on.
Should old acquaintance be forgot for the sake of old lang syne?
Should old acquaintance be forgot
and never brought to mind? Should old acquaintance be forgot in the days of old lang syne? For old lang syne, my dear, for old lang syne, we'll drink a cup of kindness, yeah, for the sake of old lang syne.
We'll stop there because we are absolutely ruining it. I am so sorry, guys.
Can I
that was
just
so bad.
say that there are
There's like
one,
7 or 8
two,
lyrics.
3, 4. There's a further 5 verses.
Yeah, that sounds about right. There's like 7 verses. Oh my goodness.
So
Here's
yeah.
a bucket to carry your tune in. Nice.
Yeah, as was said to me by my teacher at school, if you get near a note, be sure to hit it.
Guys, thank you for joining us for
Sarah
ushering
Davis.
in the new year.
There will not be a copyright strike because there is
If
no
they can
way-
find out what
They'd be like-
that was.
Oh, it'll say copyright strike, cat being trodden on. So look, it's been great having your company. Welcome to 2025. If you're already here, greetings from the past. We've now joined you in 2025. And if you're over in the US, thank you,
3B Rail, thank you so much.
thank you so much,
man.
3B Rail. £10 on Super Chat. Says Happy
Thank
New Year,
you.
Jenny and Zoe. Let the party begin. Yes, and of course, right. Don't forget that on Friday we've got our L1 video review. If I press that button,
Then that won't
hopefully-
work.
Yeah, there we are.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there we are. So there's an L1, and there's the other L1.
And I'm still working on the video for that.
Yes,
it was
you
supposed
are.
to go out today.
I
You
can
wouldn't
feel.
believe the mess that
Yeah.
happened to it.
Why? What happened?
Okay, get this.
Mhm.
I'm working on the video, and I created that short and uploaded that.
And
Somehow,
yes.
it managed to embed the short into the video I was working on and wouldn't take it out. It was invisible, overlaid on top. I couldn't get rid of it. I had to delete the thing and start again.
How far into it were you?
10 minutes.
Huh. So there we are. Thank you everybody for joining us. It's been amazing to have your company on this Tuesday night Monday Club Grand Tuesday tour. We got Gandalf out of bed. It's been wonderful. We're running the Haskell L class for our Aussie cousins. And I think next week on Monday I'm going to retrieve the Niagara from the shelves. And we're going to be running a US outline model for a change. Now that I've worked out the translator van. But happy 2025 to everybody. And I do hope that 2025 brings you everything that you wish for. Health, wealth and happiness.
From now until the new year.
Here's to you all, but I'm absolutely wasted.
So I'm going to go and put Jen into a comfy chair and get her a sausage sandwich in the air fryer.
Yeah, just sausage me up, baby.
Sausage.
So look, you guys take great care of yourself. Happy New Year to everyone.
Happy New Year, guys.
I am actually really drunk.
Just think, Jen, in 365 days we get to do this
it
again.
Yeah.
Take care, guys. Good night. And thank
Take
you
care.
so much for TMC for sponsoring tonight.
Absolutely.
And always.
It's been
Have
an
a great
absolute
evening.
honour. So thank you very much. And let's have a bit of a blast of the turntable area.
Ooh.
Ooh, look.
The train now departing is the Midnight 04 service to the New Year, stopping at 2025. That's the Midnight 04 service to the New Year. If you go up to the loft today, you're sure of a big surprise. If you go up to the loft today, you'll never believe your eyes. For every train there ever was has gathered there together, because today's the day that Jenny does the Monday Club on a Tuesday.
Monday
Good night.
Club for everyone.
Happy
So come
New
on and
Year.
Join the fun and spank a bum ba bum bum.
Say yum yum.
Oh dear. So good night, everybody. It's been great having your company. Take care. Bye for now. I'm completely wasted.
I know.
Oh, it doesn't take much. I am a cheap date.
You are.
Yeah.
Good night, guys.
Good night. Boom!